The physiotherapy course has its ups and downs. So what I realized when I was a student is that in my first year of study, it was a walk in the park. I don't want to lie to you. It was a walk in the park. Everything was okay. We had a lot of modules. We had 6 modules, but it was still a walk in the park. Hello everyone, it is Tanya, a physiotherapist. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, then hit the subscribe button below and turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post a video about physiotherapy. Today I'm going to be answering one of the questions that I get a lot from students who are doing physiotherapy, from people who aspire to do physiotherapy. So they always ask me, is physiotherapy hard? Is it a hard course? Well, first of all, I'd like to say I don't think anything is easy. I don't think there's an easy course. Of course, other courses are more complex than others, but I don't think there's an easy one. So, to answer your question, it has its ups and downs. The physiotherapy course has its ups and downs. So what I realized when I was a student is that in my first year of study, it was a walk in the park. I don't want to lie to you. It was a walk in the park. Everything was okay. We had a lot of modules. We had 6 modules, but it was still a walk in the park. There were a lot of modules, but it wasn't hard work. I can say the only module that is very difficult in your first year of study is biology, because a lot of people fail biology. Not once, some even fail it twice, others even fail it 3 times. So biology is hard. So it also depends from person to person, because for me, I never found biology that difficult. It was just biology, except the small tests, small bits and pieces of tests that we got in class, unexpected ones. Those were a bit difficult for me, but all in all, when we went to exams and everything, it wasn't that difficult for me. But then a lot of people struggle with biology, which gets them stuck in their first year of study. So all in all, in general, overall, physiotherapy in first year is a walk in the park, except biology, which a lot of people struggle with sometimes. So going to your second year of study, it becomes difficult. That is where I found it very difficult, and I could feel that physiotherapy is really difficult in my second year of study. Our modules went down to 3. Well, at the first time I was like, oh yay, 3 modules, that means less work. Yes, right? No, wrong. Less modules means it's a lot of work. It means they're more difficult. So in our second year of study, we had physiology, human anatomy, and principles of physiotherapy. Now listen, physiology on its own is a very difficult module. Then combined with human anatomy, that is a nightmare, because human anatomy also on its own is a lot. So that is why they made them 3 modules. They could see, could know people are going to fail if we make them a lot, I think. So I struggled a lot in my second year of study. I struggled a lot. I remember there's a time I actually got 34% in physiology, because the way the physiology exam was, it was a multiple choice kind of questions where one answer is 2 marks. Now imagine, and the answers were in a way that you either choose A, B, or C, or you choose that it's both A, B, C, like all the answers A, B, and C are correct. So if you choose one answer and not say that all of the above are correct, it means you're wrong. So that's why it was so difficult to go through physiology. Anatomy was not that bad for me. I was really bad when it came to the practical part, where you have to identify structures on a cadaver. It was very difficult for me. But when we went to theory, I was 100. So I think that is what saved me in second year. I went through second year, and then third year. In my third year of study, we had clinical sciences, which a lot of people struggled with, but I did not. Your clinical sciences, I was getting distinctions in every area, because clinical sciences was like a lot of things combined, like psychiatry, orthopedics, all those things. So we called it clinical sciences. I would get 100, I mean, like, not 100, I would get distinctions. So it wasn't that bad for me. And Then we had pharmacology. I was struggling. My marks were between 50 and 60, 50 and 60. So I never got above 60. That was pharmacology. A lot of people also struggled with pharmacology. It was a very, very difficult module. Then we had principles of physiotherapy. This module became so difficult in third year because we had now to use clinical reasoning. It was no longer first and second year where they would tell you to describe, explain, what's the meaning of this and that. Now it was clinical reasoning. You had to clinically reason your answers. So it became super, super difficult. You find out maybe you haven't gone for that block, maybe you're having a sports test that time and you have to clinically reason and you haven't gone to block. Yes, you have done the theory in class, but you haven't done practically. So it became so difficult. Principles of physiotherapy in third year. A lot of people failed principles of physiotherapy in third year. A lot of people failed pharmacology, clinical sciences. So physiotherapy is very difficult in second and third year. Fourth year is a walk in the park, just like in first year, it's a walk in the park. All you have to do is make sure you do your research right, you choose your topic right, you write your articles and everything, and then you're good. So yes, I hope this video answered your questions. Is physiotherapy a hard course? It has its ups and downs. It's difficult, it becomes a bit relieving, it becomes more intense, it has its ups and downs. That's how physiotherapy is. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. Hit the subscribe button below, turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post about physiotherapy, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye.